Hey everyone, let's take a look at some more political excess. Let's look at governor vetoes and veto overrides in state legislatures. So for this, we got to go to Ballotpedia as they lay this out very well. And for starters, let's take a look at this map that shows which states have veto-proof majorities in the state legislature. There's 24 of them, 8 for the Democrats and 16 for the Republicans. Now, 4 of these 24 states have a governor of the opposite party, 2 for the Democrats, Maryland and Massachusetts, and 2 for the Republicans, Kansas and Kentucky. So in those 4 states, the legislator can theoretically do whatever they want and pass any legislation. If you search for more news about those particular states, you can read about certain vetoes that have been overridden. I know Charlie Baker, for example, in Massachusetts, he just had an override recently. You can read all about that if you search for it. So although there's almost half of the states, 24 of them, that have veto-proof majorities, things can and do change every 2 or certainly 4 years. And of course, over the last 10 years, some states have changed significantly. So if we go down to the second map here, this map shows which states have the highest percentage of vetoes that are overridden in the last decade, 2010 to 20. Now the state that jumps out here is Arkansas as the darkest color. That might be a little misleading because they have 3 overrides out of only 4 vetoes. That's 75%. That's the highest percentage. But if we look at just the raw number of vetoes during that time period, New York is the clear front runner, over 1,000 vetoes, and that does include partial or line item vetoes. But still, New York, the blue state, ton of vetoes in that decade. And there are other surprises possibly on this list: South Dakota, South Carolina, Illinois. There are some typically red and blue states on here. Some of these states have had conflicts between the executive and legislative branch during that decade, but I don't think that explains all of it. I think you would have to look into each individual governor and the amount of bills that come to their desk in order to get a sense of what they're vetoing and why, and what the political climate is for each of these states. Now, if we sort by the number of overrides, South Carolina is actually the front runner with 138, followed by Maine and then New York again. And then, of course, you can sort again by the highest percentage of overrides, with Arkansas being on the top, followed by Nebraska. Now, if you go back up to this map here, there are, of course, some surprises in the other direction, as some states have 0 veto overrides. Large states such as Florida, Texas, and even California have 0 overrides. I believe California has not had any overrides in the past 40 years. Again, the reasons behind that might require a little bit more looking into about the politics specific to that state and the relationship between the governor and the legislator there. So beyond these stats, if you scroll further down, it does go into some recent governor overrides in a few different states. Feel free to look at these if you'd like. And you can let me know in the comments down below if this is something you find remotely interesting. Or maybe you don't care about governor vetoes, that's fine too. But if you do enjoy this content, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next video.